think about. I would every time I would get like nervous, I would get afraid. I think my daughter's going to die. They keep telling me she's going to die. Um, I would picture, they told me that the kids who made it to the end of treatment, which wasn't a lot, but the kids who actually got through the end of the treatment, 7 out of 10 of them would survive. Okay. So 7 out of 10 would survive if she could get to the end of treatment. And I remember I used to lay there and my thoughts would be like, so like, Satan's trying to attack your head, get into your brain, like make you afraid. And I would think to myself, why not me? Why not me? If 7 out of 10 kids are going to survive, why not mine? I mean, somebody is going to be number 7. And I would picture 7 little kids lined up in my head and my daughter being number 7. And I would think there's going to be 7 kids who are going to live. If 7 kids are going to live, why not mine? And I think that's a great question. Like, we want to say, why me? But why not you? If someone's going to write the next bestseller, why not you? If somebody's going to start the next biggest podcast, why not you? If somebody's going to build a business that's going to change the world, why not you? Like, somebody's going to do it, right? Like, think about it. Nobody ever ran a 10-minute mile until somebody did. And now everybody does, right? But somebody's going to, so why not you? If like you have this dream in your heart, it was put there for a reason. So why not you? Why not you be the one who changes things? Why not you be the one who changes your family's, wealth? Why not you be the one who changes the mindset of your children? Why not you be the one who impacts your community? So I think that was the mindset I took more, not why me, but why not me? Why somebody's going to live, somebody's kid's going to live. Why not my kid? Right. And I would just think that over and over and over and over in my head. And there's a lot of different tools that I used, but those were 2 that probably served me the best.
Love that.
I don't know if any of that's helpful.
I do want to real quickly, when you were talking about the bad things that are happening and being in a mindset of, how is this going to help me? And individuals maybe not so much so being able to be in that mindset.
Yeah.
You can. So I am at that point now, right in the middle of the shit hitting the fan, and very much. And I think a lot of it has to do with my business. The business that I run is all around storytelling. I think our stories are our most powerful attribute that we all have. And I believe that our most relatable stories are our most powerful stories. So right in the middle of some shit happening, I very much am in the mindset of this fucking rock. Because this story is just going to amplify, because I know how resilient I am. I know that I'm going to make it on the other side of this. So like, how freaking awesome that this shit is happening to me right now, because I'm going to get through this shit and I'm going to be able to use this story to even more so empower the women within my community. So it's kind of like on the other side, a little fucked up.
So I'm curious though, do you think, because that's really cool, do you think that you can do that now because of the stuff that you had gone through before where you did have to pick yourself back up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I talk about is I'm very aware of my capabilities. And I've gone through so much shit in my life that it's like nothing. Like I'll even go through stuff in my head of just the most fucked up shit that could possibly happen. And I'm like, dude, I could make that work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember
your muscle's strong. That's what I'm thinking. Your muscle is strong.
Yeah. So to your point, and for those that are listening live right here, there are so many different levels of which, so staying in the victim mentality or being able to reframe, it isn't just like one or the other and I have to pick one side. There's so many different levels of which you can sit on that are healthier than wallowing in your victimhood for years on end.
Yeah.
So just
it is, right? Like that word victim. Now it's going to really stick with me. I never looked up the word victim, but that's a really heavy word. You were killed. How long do you want to be dead for?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it's saying, right? How long do you want to be dead for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'd love for you to talk a little bit as we're kind of closing up here, who you are, what you do, And who should be reaching out to you? Who do you help?
Yeah. Well, I love to work with women who want to grow themselves so that they can grow a business or they can pursue a dream or they can pursue a goal, something that's like deep in their heart. Because I very strongly believe, and one of my core beliefs is that every single person has significance, that every single person has gifts, talents, dreams that are meant to impact the world. That's why you're here. You're not here just to exist. You're not here just to breathe and take in the air, but you're here to make a difference. And that could be it could be in your family, it could be in your community, but that you're here to make a difference. But a lot of women don't have the confidence to pursue those little tiny like dreams and goals and things that they want. And unfortunately, if you don't, if you don't pursue that dream, then when you die, that dream dies with you and it never exists. The world never gets it. Right. And so it's not just your dream that dies. It's like the impact you would have had on all of everybody else that dies with you. So what I love is I have a community called Hey Girl You Can, and it's for women who want to grow themselves and then also be able to grow a business or pursue these things. So that's one way that people can work with me. I also have like a VIP intensive day for people which basically is, I look at the 28 years of all the stuff that I ever did, the conferences, the training, the, mentorship, like all the stuff. And a lot of times I would go to things and I would learn something, but it didn't necessarily move the needle in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd get inspired, I'd get excited, but nothing changed. So I went back and I said, what are all the things that really moved the needle? What are all the things that really changed me, that allowed me to change my life? And I took all of the best stuff and I put it into one VIP day, the stuff that really impacted me in a way that changed my life. So those are the two things. I only do two things, but those are the two.
Beautiful. I love that. And then for those that want to find out more about you, for those that want to follow you, website, social media, where's your favorite place to hang out?
Yeah, so obviously you have my website here, and you can find out about the community and all of that on the website. And then anywhere on social media, you'll see me as Tara's Voice. You really won't see Tara Geraghty anywhere. You'll see Tara's Voice. And that was very deliberate because after my divorce, it took me a long time to find my voice. I stopped trusting my gut, my knowing, um, myself. It was almost like it's very dramatic, but it almost was like being brainwashed and then having to come out of that. And so there was really a season of like finding my voice again and finding comfortable that like I wasn't crazy, I knew like I could trust myself. So it's Tara's Voice everywhere on social.
Where do you hang out the most?
Probably Instagram, although I'm not a grammer. I'm trying to get better at Instagram. I'm not very aesthetic. I'm not very like good at a picture. I hang out a lot on Facebook, but yeah, wherever you are, you can find me there because I just cross promote everywhere. So whatever you see on Instagram is probably going to be on Facebook, probably going to be on LinkedIn.
Love it. Very cool. Any closing thoughts as we wrap up?
Yes, I'm going to leave you with my favorite quote because this is what I always end with. And it's literally a giant sign in my office. It's what I stare at every day. It is like my prayer for you. I know that Sabrina's already doing this. So I see this in what she's doing and what she's creating. But I pray this for you. It says, it's by Irma Bombach. And she says, when I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left. And I could say, I used everything you gave me. That is what I try for me. I want to use everything, that I take nothing with me to my grave. I see that in what you're doing, Sabrina. You're using all your talents and all the things that you've been through to change women's lives so they can shorten that place. I love the idea that when you fall down, now you're stronger and you come back. And so that's